Okay. So good morning, guys. So today we'll be continuing with the Git, and we'll be last class in the we had covered the day 5 session, and today is a day 6 session. And right, last class in the last session that we had covered mostly onto the Git branches itself, right? So we had understood about what are the what is the advantage of having branches and all, right? And like whenever like the Git admin, right, he will never give any access on the staging branch or the master branch. So he will tell the developers or developer 1 or developer 2 or the clients to create your own branch and do a code push of your code, whatever you did, right, into the your own branch itself, into your local branch itself, so that later the merging and all, whatever I need to merge the code from your branch to staging branch, from the staging part of the master branch, right, that I will do it actually. So in that way, what happened, right, they are actually what happened, right, they are controlling the any kind of a code check-in happening into the master branch or into the staging branch. Correct. So that is what we had seen it actually. So what will see today. So let me log into the servers, guys. So this is the three servers are having. So let me log into the Git server. I'll copy the public IP. So let me log in quickly. So let me log in as a root. Password. Okay. So let me log into developer 1. So this is developer 1 machine. And similarly, login header into the developer 2 also. So I've already logged in, and if you see it, actually, I was into the slash project directory here, and if I give the git branch command, I know that these are the branches, right? The master branch was there, and the staging branch was there, and the dev 1 and dev 2. These are the two branches which were further pushed by the developer and developer 2. And if I go to the developer 1, I have a dev 1, and if I do it, uh, sorry, if I come over here, I think I remember developer 1. Correct? Yes. If I do a git branch of here, I'm having a day 1 branch. Similarly, here in the developer 2 machine, he is having a dev 2 branch. Correct, guys? Right. This is what we had last class. We had seen that I pushed the day 1 branch by seconding the developer 1. By I just did a git push origin and day 1. This day 1 got pushed into this developer machine, into this git server machine, right? Similarly, the dev 2 also got pushed actually. Correct. So this is the branch actually. So if I do a git branch, it's already there in the dev 2. You can do a git checkout to the staging branch. It means that you are moving from the dev to the staging branch. If I do a git branch, now you could see that you are in the staging branch. Okay, fine. Now what is the remaining thing? Now, okay, you did everything, guys. Now you say that Rajesh, I need to remove the branches now. Okay, I don't want these branches now, man. I don't need these branches anymore. dev, dev 1, dev 2, staging. I don't need all these things. I need to remove it. How you can do it? You can either sit in the Git server and remove it, but don't do always whenever you want to delete the branches, guys, don't sit and do delete the branches from the Git server. Don't do that. Always do from the developer machine only. Okay. Now suppose if you go to the developer one machine, here you are developer one machine. I want to remove the dev one branch. So what you will do? Git branch minus d hyphen d and specify the day one branch. But you cannot remove it because you are already sitting in that branch, right? You cannot remove that. First, move from that branch to some other branch. So I'll do a git branch of not grab branch, sorry, git checkout of staging. So it means that you're switching to staging. Now you're doing a git branch. Now you're into staging. Now you remove that branch. Git branch hyphen d and specify the day one branch. Now you have deleted that branch case actually. Now you do a git branch. Now you could see that you have deleted that branch, day one branch. Like that way. Hyphen d means delete the branch, day one. But you could see that still this branch is not been deleted here, guys. It's still there. Either you can keep it. Most of the time, what happened, right? In the Git server, in the real time, they will never remove any branches at all. They will never remove because who knows, you might need some branch in some point of time. So hence what happened, they will almost avoid to remove that branch from the Git server. But you say that, okay, Rajesh, no, I want to remove it now. I removed from the developer one. Now I need to remove from the where you need to even remove from the server also. So what you will do, guys, here sitting in the developer one, you will just say git push origin hyphen delete and they will do a day one like this. You'll do it. See now, you guys. Now when you run this command sitting in the developer one, now you see go to the Git server and do a Git branch. Guys, you have removed the day one. Correct? Similarly, come over here. You say that Rajesh, I want to do the staging branch now. First do a git checkout to the master branch. Okay, you are checked out to the master branch. Now you do a git branch to confirm that where you're sitting. Yeah, you're in master branch. Now you do a git branch hyphen d delete. Specify the branch name. Yes. Now you do a git branch. Can you see that? Now you have removed the staging branch from the developer one. Same thing, Rajesh. I want to delete the staging branch here, even into the master server also, or into your Git server also. Now you come over here, do a git push origin hyphen delete, provide that branch name. See, now go here and do a git branch. See, guys, you have removed the staging branch, right? So these are the commands, guys. So what I have to do, if I give the history command, and if you see it, what I did it, guys, here, these are all the commands I did it to remove the branch. So come over here, I'll just copy paste it everything so that we get to know. Okay, let me remove this. That so that you will get a reference. Sorry. Okay, so you'll get these are the commands which I executed. Similarly, come here. You are into the staging branch now. What you'll do? Git branch minus D option, capital D. Just say dev 2. Okay. Oh, sorry. I think I did a branch. Branch. Yeah, spelling wrong. Yeah. Now you do a git branch. You have removed it. Now you what to do? Git push origin. You need to delete that same branch even in your Git server. Git push origin hyphen delete and then specify the branch name. Now you go here into the Git server. Now you could see the Git branch. Yeah, you have removed totally everything. Same thing. Come over here. Do a git branch. You have removed the dev2. Now do a git checkout of to the master git branch. Now you delete the staging branch. So deleting is very simple, guys. So this when I do a history command, this is what the commands which I used in my dev2 mission to delete the branches. Okay, guys. So this is what in the last session I mean we couldn't continue because of we took more than 2 hours class, right? That's what I thought I will cover this in the next topic. Okay. So what is our today's agenda? So today we will be learning about the git reset, git stash, and git tag. So today's topic is nothing but git reset command, git tags. These are all very small topics, but still it plays a very value when you're working on a git, right? And also today we'll also see like how to create an account in GitHub. How to create an account into GitHub. We'll see that also today. So that's the reason today's class might go a little beyond, like we might end up around for 2 hours today. Okay. Now, what is a git reset actually? So let me open a paint, MS Paint, just to explain you. So today we'll be learning about the git reset actually. Git reset. Now, what is git resetting actually? Suppose, for example, you know that you are having a developer one, developer two machine, or client one, client two machine. Now, you say that, okay, Rajesh, something like you create one directory. Suppose like you create a directory, you know the developer one create a directory, mkdir slash developer one. Same thing, guys. And he'll get inside the developer one, fine. He'll do a git init command. You know very well that he has to initialize the developer one directory. As a repository, he has to run the git command. We know that. And he will create a file, index.html file. Now what he'll do, he'll try to write some code into the file. Welcome to software something version 1.1. And then he will do a commit -m something v1 and specify index.html file. So he will commit it. So what happened, guys? He will get one commit ID. Correct? Now again what happened, right? He'll again open the same file. Again he'll add some more line of code like welcome. Next line he will write welcome to the software version 2.0, and again he will do a git commit -m, and he will do a v2 again. Like that you could see that I'm adding some line and I'm committing, I'm getting a new commit ID, and with this new message I'm committing. Again I will do a commit of -m v3. Again I will do v4, v5, v6, like that, v100 or else v1000. See, so many number of commits you did it when you're working in a system, when you're working locally. Now you say that, Rajesh, I don't need so many number of commits, man. Why I need to keep so much number of commits? It's just a headache of maintaining so many commits actually, right? Somehow I need to suppose you say that, Rajesh, I'm having a v1, v2, v3, v4, v5 up to v100 or v1000. Suppose I need to reset from the v5. I don't want from the v5. I don't need it. Means that whatever above you're having, right? After the v4, v5, right? v4, v3, v2, v1, right? I need to remove all those commits actually. Then guys, you can use a reset command to reset onto that commit ID. Like you say that if you do a reset on the v5, then above that, like v4, v3, v2, v1, all this commit ID will be removed actually if you're using a reset command. Now in the reset also, you are having three different types actually. This is very important, and this is the intro question they'll ask you. So there's a something like a soft reset, hard reset, and there is something like a mixed reset actually. So these are the three types of resets you are having. Okay, hard reset, soft reset, and mixed reset. Okay. Now, what is the difference between hard, soft, and mixed reset? One second, guys. So suppose I'll tell the use case also where the git reset is used. Try to understand what is a soft, hard, and mixed reset. Suppose in case of soft reset, if you are resetting the commits, the commit IDs using soft reset, then you will not be losing any data. And means that the data remain persistent, guys. But the commit ID will be removed. The commit ID will be removed. All the commit IDs will be removed. The commit ID will be removed, but the data is not lost. It remains persistent. We have to say like this. So if you're using a soft reset, then suppose you're doing a soft reset on the V5, the V4, V3, V2, V1, all those commit ID will be removed. But if you open that file, you will see that the data exists. The data will not be lost at all in case of a soft reset. Okay, fine. What about the hard reset actually? So in case of hard reset, if you are reset with the commit ID, then all the commit ID will be lost or will be removed, as well as even data is also removed, or even data is also removed. So you said that, Rajesh, I want to suppose that having so many commits are there. I need to reset from the V5 or from the V6 using only hard reset. I don't want the commit ID, as well as I don't need the data also, man. I'm not bothered about data. If the data is also lost, no problem. In that case, you go with the hard reset actually. So hard reset is very little dangerous, because once you do a hard reset, you're losing all the data. You cannot recover back the data. Then what happened, right? It is always you have to make choice. Always you have to make choice means like, if you are very sure or guarantee that you don't need even the data along with the commit ID, then only go with the hard reset. But once you apply a hard reset, once the data is gone, you cannot recover back. It is difficult. So that's what, don't go with the hard reset. Okay. Soft reset, commit ID will be removed, but the data will be there actually. Data is not lost. Data persistence will be there. Right. Now, okay, fine. What about the mixed reset actually? So in case of mixed reset is same as soft reset. Okay. It means that suppose you are doing a git reset using a -FN mix option, you're using onto the V5, V4, V3, V2, V1, all those commit data will be removed. Right? In case of mix also it will be removed. But the data is also not lost actually. Even the same thing, even the soft also, data is not lost, but the commit IDs are removed. Even same thing, even in the mix also, even there also in mix also, all the commit IDs are lost, but data will not be lost. The data will be remain. Then you might ask the question that what is the difference then mixed and soft? I can use only soft only, no? Why using mixed then? This is a small difference, guys, actually. Okay. In case of mixed reset is also same as soft reset, where all commit IDs are removed, but the data remains persistent. It means the data is not lost. But a small difference is that, files will get into the untracked stage actually. What do you mean by untracked state means? Here what happened, guys, in case of soft actually, when you are doing a soft reset, what happened, right? Whichever file which you are doing a soft reset, suppose you are doing a soft reset on the index.html file onto the particular commit ID, this index.html will get into a modified stage, or it will get into a track stage. If you are using soft reset, a file will be moved into the modified, or we call it as a track state. It means that that file will be there in the staging area only. Clear? Whereas here, a small difference is that here that if you are using a mixed reset, then the file will get into the untracked state, or it will go to the untracked stage, or we can call it will go into the working area or working tree. This is a small difference you have to tell in an interview. That's how it is. Now, Git reset, you can use any side. Either you can use in a server side, Git server side, or either you can use in a client side also. Like for example, here you're having a Git server. You're having a Git server. Here also there are so many commits are there, right? V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V1000, V100, V1000, V1 lakh. So many commit IDs are there. You can play, or you can use a reset even in the Git side also, Git server side also. You can even use the Git reset even in the developer side also. You are having a developer 1, developer 2. Here also there are so many commit IDs are there. You can even reset those commit IDs. So it is independent, guys. You can do this reset anywhere. It doesn't matter. It works in the same way. Okay. Now, what is the use case actually? Where we use it actually? See, Git reset basically, suppose like for example, some developer 1 is working in a system in his machine. He has committed so many times and he has got so many commit IDs he got. V1, V2, V3, V100 he got it actually. Right? Now what happened, right? In the industry, a new developer will come. He will be called as a developer 2. And he will be told that developer 2 will be told that you have to work on the same project where the developer 1 is working. Okay. So what he will do, you know that guys, he will try to clone all the things, whatever the Git developer 1 has committed, right? He will clone the whole stuff from the Git server, right? So like there's something like project directory, he will clone it, right? Like that, he will clone the complete project directory. Like that, he will clone it, right? Once he clone it, he'll go into the project directory and he will do a Git log. He will see that there are hundreds of commit IDs which have been provided by the Git one, right? Everything will be there. Now the developer 2 will say that, why I need to have all this 100 commit ID, man, which is being committed by the developer 1. I don't need it. I don't need his commit ID at all. Let me remove all his commit ID and let me have my own, from there onwards, let me have my own ID itself. Yeah, I need the developer's own data, so that I will go with the Git reset of soft. With a soft option, I will go so that all commit IDs I don't want, only the data I need. So what he will do, he will do a Git reset -fn soft, and he will give the commit ID of V100 like this. So guys, whatever is there, V99, V98, V97 up to V1, all this commit ID will go off. Only he will have only one commit ID with a V100. From there onwards, he will start working, so that he'll get a new commit from the. So he don't need so many commits. The developer to don't need it. In that case, guys, he will be using the Git reset actually. So this is one use case you have to say. So whenever any developers or any other person don't need it, he can go with a Git reset. If it is not required, or if it is unnecessary, there are lakhs of Git commits are there. It is very difficult to manage by the Git server, guys. Git server or the Git admin, right? It is, he could see that there are hundreds, thousand, lakhs of commit IDs are there. You don't know who committed, at some point of time. You know that the project will go to a very, very stable state where you don't need so much commit IDs and all. It is unnecessary. The Git is maintaining so much commit ID. He can do all resets so that he can remove all the commit ID, keep only one commit ID, and from there onwards, you do further commits like that. So in that case, also Git reset is very much used actually. So am I clear on this, till here? I hope you understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So now what happened, right? You can take any machine like developer 1 or developer 2, anywhere you can take any one machine and you can play with this Git reset. So what I'll do, I'll go to the developer one. Okay. Let me create one directory. I think already having day one. I'll remove that day one directory. Let me create a project directory. Okay. Git init. See, git init. Create an index.html file. Welcome to something software version 1.1. Here this file. Do a git commit. First to do a git add. Do a git commit -m. Just say v1 version 1 index.html file. So you committed it. Now when you do a git log, see that he has committed, and there's the first commit which has been done onto the index.html file, and he got one commit ID also. See, sorry guys. So he got one commit ID. Fine, good. Now what happened, right? I'll do one more commit via index.html file. So I'll open. I will try to do one thing. I'll try to copy it the same line. Just add something 1.1, 1.2. I'll do a second commit now. Git commit -m just to a v2 and specify the index.html file. Now again do a git log. So instead of doing it, what I will do, let me do one thing, guys. Let me clone this server, or let me duplicate this server. So I'm having root with the password. I'm just having a duplicate of the developer machine. So I just did it. So where I'm, guys, I'm in the project directory. Okay, good. Here I'll do a git log, and I'll just run a watch command onto that, so that I'll be seeing what update is going on to the git log command. Okay. So here what happened, guys? Here the second commit is done. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll create one more commit, and I just replace with this. So this is a third commit, and I'll do a git commit -m. You know that I'll be doing v3 and do the index.html. So as soon as I commit, now you could see that, see, third commit has come. Okay, fine. Now what I'll do, let me remove this. I don't need developer 2 now. So that now I'll do a watch here actually. So I have a third commit. Okay. So I'll open that again, the same file, same stuff. I'll be copying one more line, fourth commit. Git commit -m v4, yeah, v4, and specify the index.html file. You can open the same file. So you're doing n number of commit, guys, like this actually. Commit with v5. Fine, good. So you are having now 5 commits now. So you could see that you are having 5 commits now, right? Now you will say that, Rajesh, I don't need so many number of commits. I didn't know, don't need so many number of commits. I need to reset from the V2 here, from here onwards, from here, what are the top are there, right? See, whenever you do a reset from here, it will not consider this commit. Above from this, whatever is there, this will be resetted actually. Okay. Now come over to the server. Okay. 1 second, guys. I'm getting one call. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So now, where I was, yeah. So I am having so many commits, guys, here. I'm having so many commits. So you'll say that Rajesh, I want to commit, I have to reset from here. So I'll say that let me go with the soft reset. So I'll do one thing. I'll go here. I'll just say git reset fnfn soft and specify this commit ID. See, you're giving the commit ID v2. See, you're giving commit ID v2. See, and say enter. So now you see that, guys. See that commit ID is gone. V3, V4, V5, everything is gone. Now, if you come over here and you open the index.html file, see the data remains. The data is not lost, guys. The data is remain. It means the data is persistent in case of a soft reset. You'll only lose the commit ID, not the data, right? Now again, you come back here and you will just say that Rajesh, you reset, uh, you reset from here onwards. You from here, I don't need even V2 also. Oh, do it. V2 is gone now, right? Now, if you open the file, now you could say the data is not lost. Oh, good. But if you do a git status, guys, you could see that your file has come into the track state or your file has come into the staging actually. See, you know that, guys, you know that they're having a three major git staging area, right? Git three states actually, or states you will say. What is it? You're having this we have already covered in the first few sessions. If you have seen this, if you right. So what is this? This is nothing but this is a working tree, or you can call it a working area. This we call it as a staging area, or we call it as an indexing area. This we call it as a local repo. Now, whenever I created a file, index.html file for the first time, this will be there in the working tree, in the working area. Okay, fine. And this will be in an untracked state. It will be in untracked. It means that it is still not been tracked. This file is not been under versioned. That's what we call the untracked state, we say. Now, to make it to untrack to track, what you do, guys, you have to do a git add command. So what you will do here, you will run the command like this. When you do a git add and specify the file name, now this file will go and the file will be here. It will come to the staging area. Now this file will be a tracked. It will be under tracked state actually. Now you want to commit to the local repo. What you will do, you will sit here and you'll sit here and what you will do that you will run a command as a git commit -m, specify the message and specify the file name. Now, when you're doing it, finally what happened, right? Your file index.html now, it will be in your local repo. This is what it happens in your Git, right? Whenever you're doing a Git add and Git commit. So the file will be in the untracked. You have to make it track means you have to do a Git add command. The file after getting it a track, you need to commit. You need to get into local repo means you need to commit it actually. What is a git reset means actually? Git reset means this file is there in the local repo. Now, if you are using a soft limit, if you are using this on the in this index.html, if you are doing a git reset fn soft and specify some ID commit ID of this file index.html. What happened at this index.html now it will come and it will sit here into this staging area or index area, or it will come into the track actually when you are doing the git reset soft limit, right? Same thing what you're doing that when you're doing a git reset of indexing of your mixed actually. So what happened from the local repo, that file will go onto the untracked actually. So if you are using a git reset of your -f mixed option and specify some commit ID, then guys, that file will go and it will go to the untracked area, or it will go to the working tree or the working tree or the working area to go. This is a small difference what I have to explain in the interview. What's the difference between soft and mixed actually? But But there is one condition here. In case of mixed, suppose for example, there's only one file is there, like index.html file, and that only you're doing, keep doing committing. One commit, two commit, three commit, 100 commit, 200 commits you did. Now, if you are doing a mixed reset of the git reset has the hyphen mix, give the commit ID, that index.html file will not go into the untracked area. It will be still in the tracked area in case of mixed. So it will behave same thing like a software. Then now the question will come: what is the difference then? What you're saying about mix and the soft? Yeah. What happened? That suppose you are having a new files, like for example, here. Suppose you are having a, you will create a file. You create a file like vi index.html file. You are creating first time. You are creating a file. You will write something. Welcome to India. You will save that file. You will do a git commit hyphen m p1 specify the file name index.html file. So this is the first commit you did to the new file. Now suddenly what happened? You will not do any more work onto the file. You will create one more new file prod.html. Welcome to something. You will add some line in welcome to Bangalore. Save the file and do a git commit hyphen m p1 prod.html file. Right now you'll create one more new file vi something test.prod test.html. Welcome to Hyderabad something. You'll add a line in the file. You set the file and now we do a git commit hyphen m what is it t1 yeah t1 test.html. Now you have created this new file guys actually. Now so for this you will get one commit id, you know that you will get one commit id. For this you will get one commit id, yes you'll get one commit id. For this also you'll get one commit id, yeah you'll get it. Now you say that Rajesh, if I'm applying a git reset of hyphen fn mixed, okay, onto this commit id, onto this commit id, onto this index commit id, then what happened guys? All these three files, index.html, prod.html, and test.html, this will go into a untracked state actually. In case of mixed actually. Got it now? This is a small difference you have to understand. When I'm doing practically, you'll understand it. Right? So it means that suppose there is no file prod.html, test.html is not there at all. Only one file is there, and you're giving hundreds of commits. You're doing it. Now you're doing git reset of mixed. This file will not go to on track. It will be there in the tracked only. Even though you're using mixed actually. There in that case, if you're working on only one file and you're doing a mixed or you're doing soft, both are same in that case. Suppose you're having more than one file, 2 to 3 files are there, then only that file will go to the untracked state. Clear guys? This is the small difference you have to tell when you are explaining to an interviewer. What is the difference between hard means everything will be removed guys, even that content will also be removed, commit id also, nothing will be there, everything will be removed. It's a plain actually, right? Now what happened guys, you come over here, into the, you could see that there's only one commit is there, okay, that is there already. You removed it, you reset it by using git reset fn soft, you resetted it actually. Now it has been modified there. The file is in a modified state, right? You can either do git status like this, or else you can do a git status hyphen s option. This will also say that this file is under modified only. Okay. Now what you do? You do a git commit hyphen m, do a v2, and specify the same file name index.html. Okay. Now it has been committed. Now you could see that there's one more commit has come v2. Okay, fine. Okay, fine, Rajesh, I got it. Now again we'll open the same file, index.html file. Okay, you will just say that I'll copy some 4 lines. Ranking, come here, paste. Oh, paste it. Oh, save this file. Hit commit commit hyphen m to a v3 onto that index.html. Okay, you committed, and you could see that here you got v3. Okay, good. You will open one more time, same file. We'll add some more lines like this. Save the file. Do a git commit hyphen m v4 index.html. So you got 4 commits now. Right. You got 4 commits now here. Now you'll say that Rajesh, I want to remove all the commits from here. I want to remove all these commits. I even don't need the data also. I want to remove everything. No problem, guys. Go to the Git, do a Git reset, -FN hard you do, and give this commit ID. See, guys, see, you have lost all the commit ID. Plus, if you come over here and if you open the index.html file, see, you have lost all the data. Whatever every data is also lost, commit ID is also lost. And check what is the status of the Git status. Git status. Nothing is there, nothing to commit it. Everything has been removed here. Correct. So this, as I said, that it is. I mean, whenever you're doing the hard option, so make sure that you know what you're doing, because once you lose the data, you are losing the whole stuff actually, right? So always it is not dangerous. You should know when to use hard. That you should know always, right? Okay, guys. Now what happened, guys? Now you are having a index.html is there, fine, right? And you're having a v1. Sorry, v1. Yeah. Now I'll do one thing for the reset, for the mixed reset. I'll do one thing. I'll create the same thing, whatever I shown here, right? Same. pa prod.html. Welcome to prod 1.0. Save this file. Git add prod.html. Git commit -m. Give something like a p1 prod.html. Right. Now as soon as you do it, now you could see that you got one more commit. Is a p1. Right. Come over here. Open one more test.html. You're creating one more file. Okay. Now do that. Welcome to test 1.0. The file git add test.html, git commit -m t1 test.html. You're committed. Now you see that okay, t1 also has come. Now if you're applying a git reset of mixed, you see the behavior how it works. See here, when you do a git reset of -FN mixed option and specify this ID. See guys, you did a git reset of mixture, right? It has been reset. If you open the file, oh, data is not lost. See, data is not lost, guys. Data is not lost. But if you see a git status, see, this file has gone into a untracked state. This is what I was saying at the time. You'll go to the untracked state if you're using a mixed actually. This is a small difference between mixed and the soft actually. Soft will always go to the track state, and mixed sometime it will go to the untracked state. It depends upon the number of commits what you did. For the first time you are doing a commit to the new file, all of the new file will go to the untracked state if you are using a mixed option, mixed reset option if you're using. Is it clear, guys? Till here? I hope that you understood.
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. What you will do now? Okay, one more option I'll share. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll open the index.html file. I will change it something. Do a git of commit -m. What is it? It's already having v2. Okay, fine. v2 on index.html file. I'll open the prod.html file. Git commit -m p1 to prod.html. Okay. I'll open the test.html. Okay, now you committed so many commits you did it. See, 4 commits are there. You can even display with the git log -fn one line. You agree with me, guys? See, you have got 4 commits actually, right? This is V1 commit, this is V2, P1 and T1. Right now your head is pointing to the T1 commit. It means that right now your head is pointing to this commit now. What is this head and all? I will tell you in the next session actually. Okay. So next session we'll dissect everything. We'll understand how internally Git works. That's what we need to know, right? Now the head is pointing to here. Now suppose you say that Rajesh, I want to remove this. I want to remove this. I want to remove this commit ID. The last one. So what you can do, guys? You can do a git reset of head. You have to use this tilde symbol and you have to say one actually. One means you are removing the the topmost commit ID. If you are giving two like this, you are removing the first two commit ID, last two commit ID. If you are giving three, means you are removing the three commit ID like that. Let us first see with the one actually. Git reset head one and say enter. Can you see here? This commit ID is gone, right? Last commit ID, right? Which has gone, right? The S1 commit ID, it has gone, right? Now how to recover back? So same thing, git reset head. You have to use at the rate and open the flower bucket and give the same ID one what you are given here, right? Same thing and say one. Now you could see that, guys, you have recovered back. See, you have recovered back. Correct? Now you are saying that Rajesh, I want to reset to head of three commits. I don't want three commits. See. So already these commits are there. If you're doing it, three, this all this V2, P1, T1, all this will be removed. Only this will be there. Correct? See, run it, run this command. See, guys. Now you could see that. See, you have removed all the commits. How to recover back? You don't want to do you want to revert it back? No problem. Do the same stuff at the rate. See, like that you have to do. See, now again you have recovered back. See, you got back. So sometime in interview they might ask you this also. So always be, I mean, you should know all these things actually. Okay? Fine, guys. So that's all about the Git reset. I mean, there is nothing much actually. This is what I want to explain. These are all very small topics, get 10-15 minutes topic, but these are very important. When you're working on a Git, right, all this plays a very important role. Is it fine? Okay, good. Now, what is the next topic? Next topic is something Git stats actually. What is it? Git stats. So this is very important, guys. What is Git stats actually? I will just explain a scenario where the Git stat is used. Suppose, like for example, a developer one, he's working on his project actually. Same thing. He will create one directory. You know this very well. He'll create a directory. He'll get inside a directory, and what he will do, guys? He'll create one file, index.html file. Now, what the developer will be doing that he will be working on an important file and he will be writing a lot of uh, software code into that file. Like for example, welcome to the software. I'm just writing like this. Welcome to software version 1.0. Then again, he'll be writing something like welcome to the software version 2. I'm just writing a text, but he'll be writing a code like this. Like this, he'll be keep writing a code. It means that for the first half of the day, from morning to afternoon, he's keep writing the code. He has not committed anything. He's just writing the code in his system. Suddenly, what happened? His manager comes and he'll tell to the developer one, "Hey, don't do that, man. You stop whatever you're doing. Stop the working. Go to the staging branch. Go to some other branch. There is some important file is there. Go and do the changes there." He will tell like that. So what this developer one will do? He has written some 200 lines of code. He has 200 or 300 lines of code he has written into the file. Now what he will do? He will save that file like this, like the index.html. Now what he will do? He will go to some other branch, git to check out the branch is staging branch. Here also the file by name index.html file. Here also he will start writing something in the file. He will save that file. He will start writing something. He will save that file, shift colon WQ exclamatory, and then he will do a git commit -m and provide them some message and specify the file name. So once he commits, again what this fellow will do, he will do a git checkout to the master branch. He will come. He'll go back to his master branch, and now when he's opening this index.html file, whatever the 200 or 300 lines of code he has written, right? All those data will be lost actually. Okay, it means that he took a lot of pain to write so much number of lines of code for the first half of the day, right? He written 2 or 3 lines of code in last 4 5 hours. Because of his manager, he told him to go into some other branch and do some kind of hot fix or try to fix something by writing into the file. When he came back to his original master branch and he's seeing that file, he has lost all the data. Oh, this is not correct, man. Right? This cannot happen. This should not happen, right? In the real time, right? So usually what happened, guys? What does developer one will do that before he do a checkout to the staging and try to work on it? What he will do? He will do a git stat. He will do git stat like this. What the stat will do that? Whatever you have written inside the file. See, he has not saved it. You might ask Rajesh, he has saved the file. Let him do the commit and go. No, let him do the commit and go to the next branch, right, to work whatever the manager has given, right? Hey man, if you do a commit, you are saving it, no doubt. But what happened, right? Suppose assume that your developer one is integrated with your Jenkins, and you are doing a commit to the master branch. Automatically, what happens? Some job will get triggered. Actually, you don't want to do that, man. You don't even want to even commit it, and also you don't want to even lose the data. I want to keep all my data safely. It means that you need to move your data or you need to move your file into a stats area. So you have to move to the stats area is something like a Git maintain its own buffer area, memory, where you call it stats area. Stats is not same as the staging. Don't get confused, guys. This is staging area. Don't confuse staging with the stats. These two are completely different things. So stats is something internal memory which Git maintains. And what you're doing that you are just making your file to move into the stats area. Stats area will keep all your data, what you have written it. Even though you're not committed, it will retain or it will maintain data into the stats area. Like that, you have to understand. Okay, fine. So now what happened? He'll go to the stats area and he will do a checkout to some other branch. There he'll work it everything. He'll do a commit and everything. Again, he'll come back to the master branch actually. And then what happened that he will do a git stat of pop of that stats value, that stats ID. He'll go to stats ID. Then what happened, right? He will recover all that file. And if you open the index.html file, he could able to see that all his data, what is written, right? It will be there. This is the usage of the stats, guys. It is just a simple concept. Okay. So now, guys, what happened, right? Now there's a trick that actually that this developer one, he's working on index.html file. Okay. He has written so many number of datas or so many number of lines, he has written it. He has saved it, but he has checked out to do some staging. He's not actually working on to the index.html. He's actually working on some other file, prod.html file. One second, guys. So he is not working on the same file, guys. He is working on some other file, prod.html file is working. He will write some data into this prod.html file. He will save that file. There he'll save that file, and there also he'll commit that file actually. Means I'm saying that when he checked on the staging, it's not like he's working on the same index or he's doing in some other file. He's doing a commit -m p1 and specify the file name. Now, guys, what happened, right? He did some into some other file now. Now he has did his complete job. Again, he'll come back to the come back to the master branch. He will open the index.file, HTML file. He will see that his data is already there. He has not moved any his file into the stats area, because when you lose the data, when you are doing a checkout to the other branch and you're working on the same file, then only you lose the data if you're not pushing that file to the stats. If you're doing some other file, then it doesn't matter actually. It means that you need not to push that file into stats area. Suppose you know that, okay, Rajesh, I'm working on the same file, but my my manager is saying that you do a checkout onto the staging branch or some other branch and try to do edit to the same file. Then before doing all these things, I need to push into the stats area, guys. Otherwise, if you have been told to work on some other files into the staging area, then you need not to push in a stat. It is not required. Is it clear? So if you do practicals, you'll understand. So what I'm doing here, I'll come back to the developer one. Okay. So let me remove that project directory again. So I don't need it. Let me create the project directory again, or any directory can create. Hit in it. Here I'll write the files, guys. PA index.html file. Welcome to software version 1.0. Save the file. Do a git add of index.html and even do a git commit also. Git commit hyphen m p1 index.html file. You're committed. Okay, let me even create a branch also, guys. Git branch something staging. I'll use the same name, staging. Git checkout staging. So in the staging also, he's having the same file, index.html file. Yes, same file is there. So now what I'll do a git checkout of master. I'll go back to the master branch. Now what he will do that, this developer, he will try to write some text inside the file. Okay. Welcome to software division version. So he will write some 3 lines of code like this. Now what happened that he will save this file, guys. But he will not commit it, and he will not even do a git stash also. Now what he will do, he will do a git checkout of staging branch. Now you could see that he's in a staging branch now. He will open that file now. Now what happened, guys? He will start editing the line or deleting this line or adding some text inside the file like this. Software version 1 point something. He will. So who is doing staging? In the staging branch, you're doing it actually like that. Now say that file. Do a git commit hyphen m v2 specify the file. You have committed it. Now you do a git checkout on the master branch. You come back. You will think that okay, that file is there. Now if you open the file, see you have lost all the data. So you'll say that okay, Rajesh, before I move into it, I have to always go to the I want to make it, I want to push into the stats actually. Okay, fine. Now what this fellow will do, he will try to, so he will try to write something like this. He will write some 3-4 lines of file. He will save this file. Now what happened? He will not do a commit. He will instead do a git stats actually like this. See, you have moved to the stats area. You move to the stats area. Now git stats. If you do a list actually, oh, it will show that, oh, this is what the stats area. It means that you want to recover everything means you have to use the same stats ID. Okay. Git. Okay. Like that. Now what happened that this fellow has not committed, but he has pushed his file into the stats area now. Now what he'll do, he'll do a checkout to the staging now. So he went to staging. Now he will do a file, index.html file. He will write some more, some more lines he will write like this. And now save this file. And he will also do a git commit hyphen m v3 something. He will do index.html file. He has committed. Now what happened that he will do a git checkout of master branch. He'll come back to the master branch. Now what happened? He remembered that I had pushed into the stats actually. So what he will do? He will do a git stats of list actually. Oh, this is there. Okay. I want to check it out. I want to check out. I want to make it out from the stats area. So he'll do a git stats pop and give the same ID like this. He'll give. See, he has popped out. Now he'll open the index.html file. Now you could see that, guys, he has recovered all the data. It means that his data is not lost. Now he will save the file, right? And we can do whatever he wants. He can commit now like this. Got it? So now what happened, right? So before you're doing, if you're not committing it, guys, you have to always push into the stats area. So how to do it? Git stats. Just run a git stats. It will move your file into that stats area like this. Okay. So let me copy this whole stuff so that you'll get to know. Okay, guys. So that's all, guys. That's all about the Git stats. Nothing more. Okay. So we have completed the stats also. Good. What else we have? We have something like tags. Tag is also very important, guys. Actually. Okay. Here, guys, what happened, right? You have one more developer. You know that always a developer does lot of time commits, right? You know that same thing. The developer one, he will be, he will have the directory like a developer one directory. He is sitting in a developer one where it is already it is a Git repository, and he will create a file. Same thing, index.html file. He will try to write some text inside the file, and he will do a Git commit -m v1 and specify the file name. So what you do? Okay, got. Think I have lost it. Huh? Okay. So let me write from here. I will try to write same thing. Git commit -m give v1 and specify the file name index.html file. So as soon as you commit it, you know that, guys, it will give you a big commit ID with the combination of the numericals and the alphabetical, right? If you see here, see always you will have a commit ID like this, right? When you do a git log, here it is not there, and I think here it is there. If you do git log, now you could see that, see, always the commit ID, you could see that it is a combination of a numerical as well as alphabetical numerical, alpha and numerical, right? You have a numerical as well as you have alphabetical. It's a very big commit ID which the git always provides whenever you're doing a commit. Correct? Whenever you're doing a commit. Now what happened right here, where I was, yeah, now it gives some commit ID with some big number. It gives some commit ID like this. Again, what happened that he will do some more changes to the index.html file. Again, he will do a git commit, and he will give v2. Again, do index.html. Again, one more commit ID will be given like this. Now you could see that it always gives a very big commit IDs. Now what happened, right? Is it possible, Rajesh, so that I can create a tag onto this commit so that I need not to use this commit ID? Always I can use my tag. Instead of using commit, I can use a tag. In Linux, we have something known as aliases. You know, like alias is nothing but it's a long name. It's a short name given for the long command. Given for long command. It's the same thing. Whatever you're having alias in Linux, right? Same thing. Tag is something like, instead of using this such a big commit name, can I use a simple tag? Yeah, you can use a simple tag. So tags are very useful that you, instead of using the commit ID, you can use the tags actually, so that you can understand like what is that commit is all about. So now you say that, Rajesh, what is the content of the V2, man? I want to see all the content. Oh, you dissect this commit ID, man, you'll get to know. But this is a very big, no? Can I have a small name like something like a tag where I can specify tag, I can see it? Yeah, you can see it. So with the help of a tags, you can see that, guys. So how to give a tag actually? Now what happened, guys? If you come over here, already you have committed it actually, and this is one commit you have did it. Okay, fine. Now you have one more. You, what you'll do? You will open the file. Okay. You will add some more content inside the file, something like this. Save the file, and you do a git commit fnm, do a v2, and specify the index.html file. Now you know that you got one more commit, known as the v2, but here you got a very big commit ID. I don't want to have this commit ID, man. Instead, I can place a tag. So can I place a tag? If you do a git tag, always you can specify the tag to the last committed. So this v2 was the last committed. You can set a tag for this actually. So let me do one thing. Let me give a tag of 1.2. See, you have set a tag for this commit. You have set a tag of 1.2. If you do a git tag, it will show what are the tags which are there in your system. Okay, v1.2 is there. Fine, good. Now let me do one thing. Let me open one more time file. Let me add some content in the file. Let me do a commit -m p3 and specify the file name. I got one more commit. Ajay, can I get a set a tag for this? Yeah, please set a tag, man. Git the tag. Give v 1 point, what is the git tag you are having? Git tag. You are having v 1.2. Now you will just say v tag v 1.3. So you're just setting a tag for the last commit, guys, actually. Now, if you do a git show e 1.2, see, it will show you what is there in the tag, right? What are the changes you did, right? That will show. See, you could see that. So these are commit IDs, right? It is showing, right? For this commit ID, see, it is showing the whole stuff, what you did it, right? See, it will also show that what is the line you added it actually. Same thing if I do a git show and do a v 1.3, see, it will show, oh, this is a line you added. You have open one more time, index.html file. Add one more line. Save the file. Do a git commit -m. What is it, guys? We have to do a git log v4, right? Git commit -m v4 and specify the file name. Right, now you do a git tag of version 1.4 for this last commit ID. Now you do a git tag. See, you are given the 1.4. Now, if you want to see, you can say git to show v 1.4. See here. Oh, oh, it will show. See, instead of using the commit ID, I'm using only a tag to just to see what that commit ID is all about and what are the changes you did into that file or commit. That you will get to know with very easily like this. You don't want to, right? So this is how tags are given, a short name given for a big commit ID. That's what you have to say in an interview. What a tags means? It's a short name given for a big commit ID. You can't remember or you cannot manage everything with a commit ID. You can only manage with the tags actually. Is it clear, guys? So now what happened, right? I want to remove the tag. I have to just say git tag -d, I think delete, give 1.2. You are deleting the tag. Now again you do a git tag. Now you could see that 1.2 have been removed. Same thing, you want to remove the 1.3, remove 1.3, just do a git tag. If you want to remove 1.4 also, do a -d with a 1.4. See, you are removing the tag. Clear, guys? So you have removed the tags by using a -d option. Is it clear? Okay. So guys, what you will do here, I think I will not continue because I will take a separate session on your how to create a Git account and a GitHub account later after some point of time. Okay. And also one more, few more, content I will add so that in the next session, I'll be covering how to create a GitHub account. Okay. Not now because if I take it, it will take another 45 minutes to cover everything. Right. So I'll stop it today and I will continue with the next session on the Git 7 day 7. I'll continue with that. Is it fine? Sure. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Naresh. Thank you all. Okay. Bye.